Hey everybody, welcome back to Never Tell Me the Odds, brought to you by our sponsor, Captain Sparkles. Sub to him on YouTube for videos. Was that a sales pitch? Heck yeah, he's paying me for this, so I hope it was. Also, check out the like button down below the video. Give it a click. Like the video. Let's start off with number 19. Time to buy a lottery ticket. Also, the number 19 video has just about 19,000 upvotes. That's a real Never Tell Me the Odds moment. Camaro goes airborne in drag race, proceeds to stick the landing and keep going. Oh boy. That was a bit of a spoiler in the title, but it's a good thing that car didn't have a spoiler, otherwise it probably would have been even more downforce on the back than it needed. And wow, it like went sideways and then corrected itself and kept going. Do you keep drag racing after that, or are you like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and count myself lucky, and that's it. I'm retiring. At least I'll have this to remember forever. Speaking of lottery tickets, two brothers won the lottery on the same day. Watch people unalive inside. He's just like trying to crack a smile. He's like, really? We're really taking this photo together? As if that I brought $100 in lottery tickets, okay? I still lost on my investment with this $7 check, and you want me to pose with it? Just stop. Let us both pose behind the $291 million, okay? Ignore the part where it's $7. Are you doing this to embarrass me? I hope my brother is generous. I guess now we'll find out. It's the real test. Oh boy. The authentic smile, the $7, yay. Maybe they split it. Maybe it was part of the same pool. That's gotta be the luckiest dog alive. Why does it look like it has an icon up here that's like for some kind of boxing match or something like that? This dog about to get into a boxing match? Oh, it's oh. Okay. Rally races, the places where the spectators stand. I mean, that's like why they canceled Group B rallying, is because cars were hitting people. It's just, oh my goodness. Wow, that dog got real lucky. Also, the icon up here totally looks like something you would use for a cage match or something like that. I had no idea what this was gonna be. God. And also, oh my God, can you imagine the panic as a driver? Because even though your goal is to win the race, there's no way that you see a dog in front of you, which they probably didn't see because it was on the other side of the crest, so they probably had no idea, even if they went over it. But like, if you saw a dog in the road, there's no way you'd not panic and try to avoid it, even if it then steers you into something else. Oh God. Like a glove. I think this belongs here. Oh, is this Shadow of the Colossus? I've not played it before. Oh yeah, that's the subreddit. That's a large monster. Oh God. Bro, that's like something out of a movie right there. Video game movies, kind of similar industries, right? That was like a stunt that an Avenger would pull. It's like the dude in the first Avengers, I'm bringing the party to you. That guy, the big flying guy, it's like being on that and then jumping off and landing on a jet or something piloted by one of the other Avengers. I don't know. Basically the same thing, except you're a ragdoll. Viking. Okay, we're looking over. That was a very, very impressive landing. I don't know how this happens to like multiple people. Yeah, we've seen a couple like this where like people run into cars on bikes. Well, I should say that van definitely just went right in front of the bike as it was going across. But and then the biker just does a front flip. Do they train for this? When you get your bike license, do you have to do a couple of like practices? They give you a practice bike. It's like a crash test bike, and you just run straight into a barrier and then you do a front flip. Make sure you stick the landing. They're like, okay, you got your license. Great job. It's the only logical explanation. Guy who has survived chappeau cohen's flight accident, 71 dead, now has survived a bus accident with, So I think the lesson to be learned here is if you see this man, don't go on the trip. Wait for the next one, because I'm not real superstitious, but just book the next flight. It's okay. They might charge you a cancellation fee. Your life is worth more than the cancellation fee. Hunter catches flying bird midair with one hand. Man catches bird with bare hand. See, I feel like that's honorable fighting, right? What the? He just like lures it in. And it's caught perfectly on camera. Is that it? Are they gonna eat that thing? Is that dinner? Or is that just a show off and then you're gonna release the thing? It's a cool looking bird. Is that like a falcon? It just wanted to, it was trying to audition for being like one of those trained birds that comes back to your hand and then flies away and then comes back to your hands. All it was doing was trying to do a cool trick, and it didn't realize that you're here to not keep it alive. Although I don't know, is that a bird that you would eat? But that's birds don't have guns to shoot back, all right? That was a fair fight, all right? Birds, they could be everywhere. They could be in the sky, but this bird decided to just fly right into your hand. Bird in the hand, we're two in the bush. Is that where the saying came from? Hat trick. Did somebody change the rules of soccer? His entire goal, just to kick the ball into people. I'm not gonna lie, I had that thought in the few times that I played soccer when we were in PE in elementary school. I was like, can't I win if I just kick the ball really hard into the person who's trying to defend, and then they'll be like, ow, and fall to the ground, and then I can keep going past them. Or if I know I'm in trouble, just kick the ball as hard as I can as like one final act of desperation. I never really had the courage to do it, but the thought went through my head is like, isn't this an obvious solution to the problem? Is just to destroy your enemies by force, rather than by actual skill. Yeah, granted, you're probably not gonna get a square hit most of the time, but if you do, you will have taken that enemy out of the game. I don't know, it seems like a viable strategy if you're really accurate, which this kid obviously is. When the universe gives you a second chance, put this sound over the last video oh my god, wait, is it gonna bounce back in and... You know, I was kind of hoping for a strike. This is a little bit more embarrassing. It was going to be more impressive if it... How did it start going backwards, though? That's what I want to know. How did it go backwards? That's extremely impressive, but I guess a strike would have been better. Did it... Oh, I think it hit off the second pillar and then bounced back. How can you be that bad at bowling? That's a special kind of impressive. Like, the amount of videos that I've seen of people who somehow just can't release a bowling ball and instead just throw it up in the air, it's not that hard, people. Yeah, the accuracy's tough. I can't really get strikes, but at least I, like, hit the ground before it goes to the other lane. Woman gets hit and falls into the sewer. No, stop with the music. You don't need to do this with the music. Let's try this again. Oh my god. I think we've seen this one before. It's the most, like, Grand Theft Auto IRL wasted that ever existed. There ever was. Little do you know that when she fell in there, she actually found a whole bunch of other people that had been thrown in there, but nobody noticed them. And they rescued a whole bunch of people who were surviving off of the contents flowing into the storm drain. It was impressive that they'd survived for years. I believe it's called an RKO. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto wasted, here we go. That was oh my god, that was a big launch. Are you gonna pull the parachute? I was kind of hoping you'd pull a parachute or something like that and be able to land it. I like how you're okay, but the NPC is just done for. Fortunately, he was there to break the fall. All you need in order to survive like a 100-foot drop is just a person down below you. They'll cushion the blow real nicely for you, and you'll just give all of your momentum to them, and they'll be in pain, but you'll walk away completely fine. I unintentionally smudged KFC grease on the receipt, revealing a redback spider from an ad on the other side. Heart missed a beat when I took it from my wallet. Oh my god, that's some a-hole design right there. Also, is that not a black widow? Is it called a redback? Looks like a black widow to me. Whatever. How are you gonna put a spider on an ad in a receipt, which receipts are like classically smudged by grease? That's so not cool. I would have a panic as well. Also, because it's a venomous spider. Of all the spiders you're gonna put, a venomous one. Clearly you can see the red, oh my god. It's not a never tell me the odds, it's just a-hole design. How could you do something like that? This is a receipt, you don't need to put coupons on the back. Aren't receipts just supposed to be super long? They're supposed to be like this, with just receipts following this much, which actually documents your purchase. Don't put it on the back though, oh my god. Perfectly placed web. Nice. I have a few of these in my house. I scheduled a house cleaning for this week, so we're okay. But yeah, if I had some Spider-Man, I got Darth Vader over there. If I had Spider-Man instead, there would 100% be a web coming out of Spider-Man, and I could post on mildly interesting or never tell me the odds or something like that. Got so many missed opportunities. Truck goes over bridge, is saved by safety chains hooked up to RV. Wait, so it was towing an RV behind it. Oh my god, and that thing kept it from going over. That's some towing capacity right there. This is proof that the truck can at least tow its own weight from the tow hook. And that whatever the tow hook is on the RV, it can withstand whatever the weight of the truck. Very impressive. I guess that makes sense given, Newton's first law, second law, every action equal and opposite reaction, like they're, whatever. Anyway, physics. Oh my god. Can you imagine being in the truck, thinking you're about to go over and you get hooked? Imagine making that phone call. Hi, 911. Yeah, my truck is dangling off a bridge. I'm just looking at my imminent doom in front of me in the gorge beneath. But I think I must have been saved by the tow. Yeah, it'll be pretty obvious when you get here. Yep. An accidental reunion. In 2013, Anais Bourdier saw a YouTube video of actress Samantha Fuderman, who looked just like her. She messaged Fuderman and discovered that they were both born in South Korea on the same day and were adopted at a young age. A DNA test later revealed that the two are identical twins who separated at birth and found each other through sheer coincidence. I wonder who broaches the topic of like, hey, let's take a DNA test. I guess they look similar enough that it's probably like, okay, this is weird. We should investigate this. Are you just my doppelganger, or are we actually related? I feel like we get a post like this every month, though. It's an image and then a little bit of text below it about two people somehow reuniting, whether they're twins or something else. So it must happen more than you actually think it does. Also, with the internet and 7 billion people and it being like really a lot easier to connect with others, it's probably gonna happen more and more. And then so the real never tell me the odds here is that the number 2 and 3 posts of this month are accidental reunion, unexpected reunion. Maybe this person 13 days ago saw this one and was like, I'm very inspired by it. I'm gonna do a post that's very similar with a similar title, similar format, similar everything, and it should get upvotes, and they were correct. And it also looks like, well, let's sisters from Korea. In the same format post, they're not twins this time. Are sisters being split up at birth in Korea? Is this happening on a regular, what? 2 nurses working the same shift discovered they were long-lost sisters from Korea who'd been separated for nearly 40 years. Huh. This is the real never tell me the odds. It's basically the same scenario twice in a row for the number 2 and 3 posts, except with different people. That's the real never tell me the odds. And the top for the last month, lightning strikes firework. This is gonna be really, okay, that was pretty cool. I wish that it made it explode bigger than it would have otherwise, but it kind of just looks like it exploded normally. God came down and was like, this firework, it looks like it might be a dud. Here, let me give it some assistance. Looks like the detonator wasn't gonna work. Don't worry, I got you. We can't let the fireworks show be a disappointment. All right, I'm looking out for you. That's really cool. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Never Tell Me the Odds. Make sure to like the video if you liked, and also check out our great sponsor, Captain Sparkles, for more YouTube videos that maybe you'll want to watch too. Make sure you're subbed here, hit the bell notifications playlist for more Never Tell Me the Odds, or you can just click the end screen up here to catch the last Never Tell Me the Odds video, latest Mare music upload down below it. And that's it. I'll see you next time.